Good day, everybody. It is sort of early evening. A lot of people have been asking about Zeus and wondering if he's okay. He is definitely okay. He's doing well, even though he hasn't showed up in very many videos. I'm pretty sure everybody can guess exactly why he's hanging around with me. There you go. All right, bye-bye. That's Zeus. You're new here. My name's Graham, and this is Stable Horse Training. Everybody who's not new here has been asking about Zeus. There he is. But today, let's do a little horsey check, starting with Josie. Hello, Josie. How's it going? A couple flies. It's getting close to dinner time, so we're going to be checking hay bags, see what everybody's got going on, and what we can do for them pretty soon. Josie's here for just a couple weeks. She's doing very well, making friends, and I have a video coming probably tomorrow. It's a long one, so I'll put it together, release it tomorrow. Her and Yoka were very interesting. What? There was a lot of cool interactions and behaviors to watch. Anyways, moving down the line, let's go say hello to Takaya. She is Josie's a quarter horse, in case anybody didn't know. And Takaya is a quarter horse Arab, actually. And she's here for a bit of training for this month. Hello, big girl. How's it going? A little bit of hay in your hair. She is doing fantastic. We've been doing some riding after all of our groundwork, and that has gone very, very well. Working with her has been so much different than working with the wildies that we've got here. You guys have seen where they're a lot more calm. She's got a lot of energy in her, and a lot of people comment on how Arabs would have a lot of energy, quarter horses have a lot of energy kind of idea. So I'm actually working hard to kind of bring down that energy a bit, and I think it's coming along quite well. Let's say hello to Lena. Lena looks like she has played with her water. Did you play with your water? It looks like you dumped your water. I think you dumped your water. We'll have to go have a look and then replace her water. Lena is mine, whereas those two are not. And Lena is an Oldenburg draft mix horse. Loves a good ear scratchings and butt scratchings and all that kind of stuff. As always, very friendly with people. And we'll be back. Just gonna move on and say hello to everybody else and check her water. I'm very suspicious of the big wet mark in front of her water. And sometimes in the summertime, the horses will play with their water. And yeah, that's looking a lot emptier than it was a few hours back. This mess. What? Why? Why do horses mess around like that? Hello, big guy. This is Mr. Wild. You have a couple of flies on your grimy little eyes. Yeah, clean those off. That'll be better. He is 5-year-old. Very ambitious and rambunctious BC Wildie that we got here. He's been here for a little over a year. Did a little bit of stuff with him. Recently did his feet. They are fantastic. I gotta admit, BC Wildies have, and we'll talk a little bit about Annie when we get down to her, because I recently did a video where she got her spa day, and that turned out really well. But BC Wildies feet, these guys have fantastic feet. And I'd almost say like the longer they've been out on the range, the better they will kind of be. Hi, buddy. Yeah, he's such a good boy, it's crazy. I do not know. Everybody says, how are you gonna sell him? I don't know. That's why he's still here, sort of. He's still got a little bit of food left. That's good to see. Let's go see our next horse, and we're also going to talk about a couple of projects that I've been working on, and the fact that the leaves are falling like crazy. It's crunchy. Let's go say hi to Gracie. Gracie is a 8-year-old Arabian. She's mine. Got a long story about her you guys can check out in the videos. Hello, Gracie. How's it going? Always get a lovely greeting from her. What is it, ears? Just like Lena? Yeah, she loves a good ear scratching too, which is really good because she used to be really afraid of having her ears touched and stuff. Shake. I don't know if it's working. I think it's working, but I'm not sure if it's working. The idea that if I tell her to shake, she will. Horses will always kind of shake after a good ear scratching. So, shake. Cute, isn't it? Anyhow, she's doing pretty good. Couple of little skeeter bites we can see here and here. Still a few skeeters left. Couple of flies coming around. Summer is summer as it goes. I run around giving scratches and hanging out with the horses a bit. So that's Gracie. And let's move on to Yoka. Yoka is in a little bit of training. We're working a little bit with her to get her past a couple of fears. I might try to talk about that pretty soon. Oh, do you need even more? She says, yeah, scratch my butt all day, every day. Okay. Yoka's got a few fears. I might make a little video about her. She's got some fears from her past that we're trying to work through, aren't we? Yes, you get concerned about all kinds of things, even though you're such a big snugglebug. Yoka is an amazing snugglebug of a horse, but some things really get her worried. And, you know, it's our jobs as humans to kind of say, I can get you past that. We can work that out. So she's coming a long ways. I'm actually very impressed with her. Today was a great day, actually. Come to think of it, still waiting on scratches. Yoka is an Icelandic. I think she's 15 or so. Cute little thing. Great personality. Great with people. Love her to bits. Okay, moving down the line. Let's get over to Luke. I've heard a lot of concerns about Luke. And I usually try to comment on most and just let you guys know. Luke is doing okay. He's got his little sweet itch that goes on. So he gets pretty bothered in the summertime. And then gets, his mosquito bites as well as everybody. And some people are worried about his losing weight. And yes, it does appear like he's losing a little bit of weight. But I have picked up his feed amount in the last month or so to see if we can, because he gets a lot of extra. He moves around an awful lot. And he's a little bit of a harder keeper, but he's also kind of part thoroughbred. You can see he's got a lot of meat here. I mean, he's in good health, but he does have these weird hips, right? And he's always kind of had those. He's always been kind of odd shaped. He's always been kind of gangly, and he's always been sort of butt high kind of idea. But agreed, he could use a few more calories, so that's what I have been doing, just to reassure all of you. I'm keeping an eye on it. All right, moving on to these two. We've got Roni and Annie. And Roni, what'd you do to the side of your face? And that's new too. He says, nope, I just want my butt scratched. Hello, Annie. Annie's a BC Wildie, just a little 1-year-old, doing fantastic. Her feet are phenomenal. Again, really good, strong feet. Fronts and backs are looking really good. Just always needing to make sure that they are balanced and taken care of. Here comes Roni's butt again, I think. He's coming over, surrounded by little brown horses. Actually, Roni's pretty big. He's a good 16 hands, I think. Quarter horse, I think around 9 or so. Oh, look at these two. Oh, they were real green. So, keeping on top of all kinds of things and feeding pretty soon. These guys are doing great together. It is just an absolute dream to have them together. Roni's great with most horses. And Annie's so easygoing. I think she'd get along with just about anybody if they let her. Okay, so moving on to projects. This area has been sorted out in regards to grading and sort of filling in and working out where everything's going to go for a pasture. I'd really like to build a pasture. Now that the pathways are done, if you haven't seen that stuff, there's past videos about, we've got some forest pathways that kind of go out and around, and then there's a big loop back there, and there's another loop, and then there's another loop, all the way into our rainforest, because every other month other than maybe June, July, and August, we are looking at rain. A lot of rain. It is a ridiculous amount of rain even. And it's just constantly wet. Look at these guys. It's a powwow. What's up? We having a meeting about something? They're like, yeah, where's the hay bags? So we're gonna work on that soon. But yeah, the rain is just debilitating. You can't use the property at all. So the pathways were done. All weather pathways have finished up this year. Massive project, so massive though, it took so much. I've actually kind of wrecked my right shoulder, which means the pasture is going to get delayed because I can't fence it until I can get a post pounder, which is a big metal cylinder like thing with handles on the sides that you use and you smash down on the piece of wood that you're going to put in the ground to put a post in. But it's heavy and lifting upwards is kind of hard. So I'm going to take a little bit of break from that and hopefully get it done in September. Another project that has gotten done is this area here. If you guys remember, this was a lot more narrow and open. So the drainage that lives on this property needed to be enclosed. It's just a waste of space. So this got made into a much bigger space, moved over the logs, extra rocks kind of put here. There is a pipe that goes underneath here that was re-dug up and connected up to this yellow pipe that I happen to get for free, actually, because pipe is very expensive. And then this whole area is just going to get filled in and covered, and I'll get this whole area back. Took down 2 trees, this tree and another tree which was dead. So got rid of some dead trees, which is good because when we get our storms, some of the trees and tree limbs start to come down. And the last thing we want is for them to fall anywhere near the horses. All the other trees here are alive, so I'm not concerned, but we want to keep an eye on the forest because once in a while trees do die. There are a couple more. There's a couple back there, and then there's one right next to the pond that we have to take down this year. We can see just up ahead next to the willow tree, there is this tree, this large tree here, but it's not a big deal. I think that I can drop it that way, take out a couple of rails off of the arena, put it into there, clean it all up. Bob's your uncle. Where does Bob's your uncle come from? I don't know. Anyways, the bottom line is that that's going to get done. And then this area here has to be a little bit more beautified. And then finally, that drainage that comes from up top into the pond, down into here, and along into there will be nicely cleaned up and looking good. And then this area will be filled in and grassed. That's what I'm hoping for. Hoping for grass. And one of the fastest ways to make grass, I'll tell you guys, is to fill the area in with horse poo. And I know this because I've experimented with it quite a bit. And down in the trails area, there's a little patch that will I'll show you guys in the future. There's no use showing you now. But if you put a little bit of dirt on top of a pile of poop, bam, up comes Timothy grass, no problem. So that's what's going to happen in here. This is all going to be grass. I don't know what I'm going to do with these logs, but something. So yeah, so projects have been aplenty, very busy, which is why I had to take a little bit of time off last week, which is why videos were real slim, along with a few days vacation, which was really nice. I was able to do some activities with my time, and it was lovely. So thanks everybody for your patience waiting around for videos. On a side note, it has been very dry. Look at where the pond is at. We have dropped probably a good foot in water, but it is still full of water, amazingly enough. Fish are still in there. They're eating all the little skeeters and stuff like that. And we have been working on our skeeter plan, having those electrifying sort of lanterns that you put out at nighttime. And they've been taking care of a lot of the skeeters. So the horses have been a heck of a lot happier. So next project on the list, because I'm sure somebody's going to ask, is this area in here. It needs to get a good cleanup. And I was thinking of turning it into a tiny little obstacle course. So if you have any thoughts on that, let me know. But the idea is that we'd be able to kind of ride into here, go over some logs or something like that, maybe a little make a little bridge over that way, and then come back around through the trees and then back out here, and off we go. Because I want the property to be a good, have good usage for riding, to be able to kind of cruise around and do different things, like the trails in the back, like the covered arena, like the arena there, and then these little bits and pieces that we can use to enhance the experience and the training opportunities to be able to work with the horses that are here. So this happens a lot. The horses talk a lot. Josie talks, Roni talks. It's good times. Anyhow, that's it. I've caught you guys up on almost everything that's going on around here. I'm going to talk about hay soon because we're running out, and it's time to order some. And it's looking, yeah, wow. I can't believe it. The cost of hay has gone up quite a bit. But we need to talk about that. We need to talk about supply. We need to talk about cost, because that's all part of horse husbandry, and we cover all kinds of things here. But all in all, should be good. Look at this willow tree here. I'm also going to talk more about what's going to go on a little bit more in the back. It's exciting stuff. So that's it for now. I'm going to leave you guys here. Hopefully it's been interesting. You've met all the horses now, and we're going to get on with some feeding and water. Lena, what a goof. So that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're having a great day.